And we're back here, top of the second inning. Mavericks have already made a pitching change as the senior Peyton Gardner will now toe the rubber for the Mavericks. Caden Hines going from pitcher to shortstop. And the batter is going to be Braden Huggins. First pitch from Gardner be called ball one. Second pitch called ball two here on Huggins. He was at the plate when Wyatt. No, I'm sorry, not Wyatt.
It was
Who got thrown out?
the pitcher.
Yeah, Naylor.
Naylor, yep.
Yeah, when Naylor got thrown out going from second to third. And it's going to be fouled off. That's going to be 2-2 count now. On Braden Huggins. And Gardner winds and fires. It'll be ball three. It'll be full count now on Higgins.
I'll tell you what, the lineup card that was submitted to me with Huggins, he was number 22. Number 10 out there right now.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of a little bit confusing there. And he'll take ball four, and that'll be a walk. Now batting is going to be the designated hitter, Christian Walters. And it's going to be a pass ball, and Huggins is going to get to second base. Gardner winds and fires, and that's going to be fouled back. 1-1 count here on Walters. Runner at second base, nobody out. Gardner checks the runner at second. Huggins winds and fires and fouled off. 1-2 count now. Your Gardner here, you got to put him away right here. Don't waste any more pitches. Just come at him right here. If he hits it, let your defense make the play. Had him off center there on that last pitch. Looks back at second, winds and fires, and that's going to be a ball hit into right field. Baker, and it's going to be dropped.
He's going to have to get that in quick. You got a runner coming around, and they're going to be able to hold that to a double. But unfortunate there is that ball wasn't able to be brought in, and Huggins had to hold up. You know, he had to sit there and wait, so he was only able to reach third. The ball got back in quick, so limited the damage there. But if you're the Mavericks, you're in a tough spot. 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out.
Yeah, exactly right. And you've got Deuce Rompin, the second baseman, coming to the plate now. First pitch from Gardner, inside, ball one. Mavericks calling out some defensive signals here. Next pitch from Gardner, going to be outside, ball two. 2-0 count now on number 7 hitter, Deuce Rompin. Next pitch, and swung on a missed.
Got him to chase that low pitch right there, too, enticing to lay off.
2-1 count now. Next pitch from Gardner, winds and fires, and it's going to be fouled off.
Looked like a changeup there, something off speed, and he was just way out in front of it. Got it with the handle.
Yeah, you get somebody off speed like that, You throw him a fastball outside corner, you probably got him strikeout looking here. Next pitch from Gardner, winds and fires. And got him looking, just as I said.
And I think he held up, but he called his strike in the zone.
That was another off-speed changeup there. So one down.
All right, that gives the Mavericks an opportunity here.
And the hero at the bottom of the first inning, Drew Damewood, going to step in.
You got the 8th and 9th batters coming up.
First pitch called, strike, Gardner.
Reared back and blew that one by.
0-1 count here. You need to limit the damage right here if you're the Mavericks to no runs this inning. Next pitch from Gardner. And that's going to be bunted. That's going to be popped up. And Gardner will make the play. So that's going to be 2 outs.
Yeah, so exactly what you didn't want to happen if you're the Panthers right there on that bunt call. They were trying to squeeze it and ended up popping the thing up, and Gardner was able to get it. He turned around and looked at third, had a chance right there, but Cohen had come in on the bunt as well, and there wasn't anybody covering third. I think it would have been a tough play to make over anyway, as he was on his way back at the time.
Now Bennett called ball 1. Thing of it is here, you definitely do not want to get this to the top of the lineup with the bases loaded. Second pitch.
Comes in low.
Ball 2. 2-0 now on Bennett with the leadoff hitter, Landon Wyatt, waiting on deck. Gardner has the sign, winds and fires, and that's going to be popped up. And the shortstop, Hines, has it in sight, calls it, and catches it. Great way to get out of the inning there.
Hines was able to be playing deeper back in the hole where they had 2 outs. They were just going to make the play to first, so he had a head start, got back into the shallow part of left field, and put that thing away. And the Mavericks are able to leave 2 stranded in scoring position. That time pays back a little bit of the bases loaded strand that the Mavericks had in the half inning before that. So they're going to come back up. Held it 1-0. That's exactly what they needed to do.
And we're back here, bottom of the second. First pitch to Tyson Meadows, swung on and missed. Next pitch from Naylor, fouled off. Naylor looking into Tolliver, has the sign, winds and fires. Fouled off into the catcher's mitt. That'll be the first out on a foul tip out.
Just a little low on that. Got a piece of it, but not enough to misdirect it out of the mitt.
Now batting is going to be Rudy Barreras. First pitch, ball 1 in the dirt.
Barreras DH in here today. Got a lot of time on JV last year. Moved up to varsity.
Next pitch from Naylor, and that's going to be grounded up. That's going to be a tough play from Damewood, and he's going to boot it. And Healing comes behind him and almost throws out Barreras.
I tell you what, Barreras almost with a base running mistake there as he came off first and immediately made a cut to second base. The ball was right there. I don't know if he thought it had got through or what was going on, but luckily it was offline on the rush throw from Healing. Got by, but if that had been caught, he'd have been tagged out pretty quickly.
Yeah. Not to mention he slowed down before he got to first base. I don't know what he was.
I think he was trying to make that turn, and it just kind of got caught in an awkward position. You know, I always teach my guys, run through first, get your head to the right, and look for the ball coming by. So, you know, you run through first, spin your head toward the fence. If you see that ball fly by, you can head to second.
Barreras with a good-sized lead there. Second pitch to Tanner Johnson, the number 9 batter, will be ball 2. Barreras there with the second hit for the Mavericks tonight. And he's going.
Bunt through, nobody covering second, and the throw way up the third base side. Like Healing was coming in to get that cover, but the ball came to where he was standing. He wasn't able to come over. I don't think Barreras even really needed a slide to get in there. Wasn't anybody within 4 feet of the bag.
Yeah. Catcher there for the Panthers has a gun. Just that throw was just off the mark there, and Barreras swiped second. So runner in scoring position for the Mavericks, 1 out, 2-1 count now on Johnson. Pitch from Naylor. That's going to be outside, ball 3.
Yeah, I think he might have came up and thought that Healing was on the bag.
You got the number 9 batter, 3-1 count here. If you're Johnson, you're looking for nothing but right in your zone. Pitch from Naylor, ball 4, and he will take the walk.
All right, Mavericks are going to cycle back around. It's going to be Carson Cohen coming back up for his second attempt.
Yep, Cohen first time up.
He struck out on the tip. I
can't remember, to be honest with you.
No, I don't remember.
He struck out. Yep, struck out swinging. So 0-1 day for Cohen, and they got him picked off.
And being the rundown now.
Damewood will throw it back to Rompin. Rompin makes the tag, got him there. They throw him back to first, and Johnson will get back in.
Johnson was down the line. If they had made that play at third, he would have gone ahead and took second. That's what he was looking at, but we're able to get the run back to second base.
And now we've got 2 outs.
And that's just some youth right there early in the season. You know, if you know you got that guy behind you, you want to try to make that force out over the third base side to let the runner come up.
First pitch there, ball 1 to Cohen.
But that's something that will come with time and reps and playing more and more together, understanding that kind of the intricacies of the base running.
Oh, yeah. For second game of the season for the Mavericks, it'll come together. Naylor looks in, too. Tolliver has the sign, winds and fires. Called, strike 1. 1-1 count there on leadoff batter Carson Cohen. Naylor looks over to Johnson at first base. Winds and fires. Ball low. 2-1 count now on Cohen.
And Naylor's been missing low over his past maybe half dozen pitches. Oh, close.
Very close over there at first base.
Get that jersey dirty over there. Get down.
I mean, Naylor couldn't have thrown that the ball any perfect than what he did. First baseman's glove was already on Johnson before the ball even got there. And that's going to be ball 3 now on Cohen.
It's Cohen and a hitter's count right here, 3-1. If you're Cohen, you're sitting back looking for something right here, but you don't have to be real choosy.
If you're Cohen right here, I think I'm taking this pitch right here because you got Peyton Gardner coming up behind you. And then if you can get any further, you have Hines. Next pitch from Naylor, and he's going to hit it. It's going to be
Oh, it bobbles it.
bobbled it there, and he almost makes a bad throw, but hangs on to it, fires it to first, and Cohen will be out on a ground ball back to the pitcher, Naylor.
I think on that 3-1 count, Cohen was sitting back looking for a fastball right to the belt, and that's what he got. Hit it back, almost skipped over the pitcher, but able to get up, get it, and throw was offline going to first, but they got over there on first base is Bryson Bailey. He was able to stretch out and put a tag on just in case. And so nothing comes across. We're still sitting at 1-0 heading into the third.
Air Supply Heating and Cooling is the area's only Amana dealer offering full service, repairs, maintenance, and installs. Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty and a one-time unit replacement. Air Supply also offers after-hours repair service. Call today for a free estimate.
R.T. Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating, and we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
GNC Flooring, specializing in hardwood and laminate. We offer existing floor sanding and refinishing and free estimates. Call 304-646-1031.
And we're back here, top of the third inning, 1-0 score. And we've got a new pitcher on the mound. Once again, for the Mavericks.
And Carson Cohen coming in, and this basically runs through the Mavericks starting rotation here so far. We've seen Hines, Gardner, and now Cohen.
Yeah, like I said, second game of the season. I've not been able to see the Mavericks practice any, so I don't know who else pitches on this team, but yeah, we're in the third pitcher in the third inning right here. And we're going to have Cohen's going to get the meat of the lineup here. Top of the order, Landon Wyatt will lead off. First pitch here from Cohen. And swung on a miss, strike one.
Fire coming out from Carson Cohen right there. Just blew that one by.
Yeah, stands at about 5'1", and they call him the rookie. Next pitch, ball up.
All speed misses high. I'm getting him a chase right there. 1-1.
Cohen looking in for the sign from Taylor. Has what he wants, winds and fires. Ooh, just inside. 2-1 count now on Wyatt.
You know, just looking at this roster for the Mavericks, the other pitchers on here might be Bryson Parker and Levi Taylor.
And Bodie Zigafus.
And Zigafus, yep.
And that pitch is going to be laced up the middle for a base hit.
Little bobble in center, but that's not going to make any difference as it's going to be an outfield through the gap single. It's right back up the middle.
Next up is going to be Trenton Tolliver. Tolliver lined out to Gardner his first time up. So he's 0 for 1. Got speed on the bases at first base with nobody out. Cohen winds and fires, and that's going to be an off-speed pitch, fouled off, strike one.
Swinging right there, looking like he was trying to find the flagpole on that one and just got a little bit over top of it on that little bit of an uppercut he had. Fouled it off.
0-1 count here on the second batter, catcher Trenton Tolliver. And step off there by rookie. Gets Wyatt back to first base. Rookie winds and fires, and he's off. Throw is not in time as he will steal the base. That'll be the second steal of the night for Landon Wyatt. 1-1 count now on Trenton Tolliver, runner in scoring position for the Panthers here in the top of the third. Pitch from Cohen, and that's going to be laced into left field. And
Ridgeway right to it, yep.
That's going to be a can of corn for Bailey Ridgeway.
So a long fly ball out. That'll hold the runner at second. I mean, that's the thing we talked about before. First one we mentioned they had lost from last year, Cooper Ridgeway. He had manned behind that plate for so long. By the time he was a junior and a senior, there weren't a lot of teams willing to run against him. That's something you take for granted when he's back there.
Yeah, exactly right. As you're going to have Eli Healing now stepping to the plate, and he's going to swing at the first pitch off speed and foul it off, strike one. Yeah, I mean, you can see the Panthers' game plan here. They get on base and they're going to steal. They're gonna put pressure on that freshman Levi Taylor back there.
Yeah, it gives Taylor an opportunity though. If he can get a couple of them, that'll change their game plan.
Exactly right, and he's gonna go to third. He's gonna steal that one on the pitcher.
Yep, stolen on the move.
That's gonna be the third steal tonight for Wyatt, as now he's definitely in scoring position with one out. And the number 3 hitter Eli Healing at the plate. 1-1 count. Cohen winds and fires. Ball low. 2-1 count. Cohen has the sign he wants. Winds and fires, and that's going to be off speed. It's going to be to the shortstop, Hines. Hines picks it up, fires to first, and they'll get him at first, but the run will score.
Hard hit ball right into the hole. Gardner moved over, almost had a shot at it, but Hines was there to back him up, and Hines, no question whatsoever, didn't even take a peek at home, knew there wasn't a play to be made there, got the out at first, and that's going to clear the bases out. Just gives one run across for the Panthers, and the Mavericks sitting with 2 outs.
And you're going to have the pitcher, Eli Naylor, coming to the plate now. First pitch from Cohen. It's going to be off speed once again. Swung on and missed. I think every batter Cohen started with an off-speed pitch here, so. Next pitch from Cohen. Inside. 1-1 count now. First time up for Naylor. Naylor singled on he had an RBI single there. His first time up. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. So 1-2 count here, 2 outs on the number 4 hitter, Eli Naylor. If you're Cohen, you want to get him out right here. Has the sign, winds and fires, and that's going to be laced into center field. Can of corn once again, Cameron Chrislett.
Yeah, Chrislett, no problem ranging over that one. That's going to put the inning away. Pikeview gets one across, and it's 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the third.
And we're back here, bottom of the third inning. 2-3-4 coming up for the Mavericks. First up will be Peyton Gardner. Pitch from Naylor. And it's going to be popped up. And that's going to be
I think that's going to get out.
out of play, just barely.
Yeah, actually ended up farther out than I thought it was going to. But I tell you what, you look at Peyton Gardner, he's got that just long legs, long arms we talked about, has a wide stance at the plate anyway, almost to the front and the back of the batter's box.
Yeah, he takes up almost the entire batter's box here. Naylor looking into Tolliver for the sign. Has what he wants, winds and fires, and that's going to be called. Strike two on the inside corner. 0-2 count now. Wind up and the pitch. And swung on and missed. Strike three. That'll be one out. Now batting is going to be the shortstop, Caden Hines, 1 for 1 tonight. First pitch from Naylor, and fouled off there on the off-speed pitch.
Yeah, just got him on the off speed a little bit early, fouled that one straight back.
Yeah, he's doing exactly what Carson Cohen did in the top inning, starting everybody off with off-speed. Shakes off the sign from Tolliver. Has what he wants, winds and fires. Inside, ball one. 1-1 count here on sophomore Caden Hines. Naylor has what he wants, winds and fires outside, ball two.
Caden Hines showing to be a pretty patient hitter, letting those two go by, work this thing into his favor now, 2-1.
Next pitch from Naylor, ball three.
We talked about this a while ago. If Hines can get on, it gives the Mavericks an opportunity here to put some speed on the bag.
Yeah, exactly right. Naylor's going to want to challenge him right here, though. 3-1 count.
Yeah, you got to be careful challenging Hines as he can put one over there in the cars.
And throws off speed, and that's going to be ball four. And Hines will be on with a one-out walk. That'll bring up Cameron Chrislett.
So now you got to see how aggressive the Mavericks want to be. We talked, you got some speed over there on first base now. You're going to take a shot.
And first time up, Chrislett walks, so he had a good eye there at the plate first time up.
Yeah, if you can get Hines over to second base, Crystal's got the speed to leg out an infield single even if you needed to. You take the force away.
And first pitch from Naylor is going to be called. Strike one to Chrislett. Yeah, Naylor's getting the sign and getting quick, so Hines can't get much of a lead there. First pitch there, going to be grounded to, and he's going to be safe at second base and safe at first, and the throw is going to be thrown away. Hines is going to get to third base.
Oh, now that was a good piece of base running right there. And Caden Hines is a sophomore, but he is experienced at a high-level play of baseball. You saw what he did right there. Saw the bag. He wasn't going to make the tag. He wasn't going to get there. Slid into second with the pop-up slide. Popped up directly on the base, which he has a right to stand on the base, which got in the way of the throw. Throw goes wide, ends up on the fence, and he's standing on third base, and we're safe on the corners.
And, I think you got to give Cameron Chrislett a base hit on that because there's no way they get him at second base, even if he's –
No, they're not going to get the play. No, he beat him out. He's talking about that speed.
And Chris was definitely going to take second base. So
yeah,
now,
not even going to test that. You got Hines standing on third base. Second you let that go, he's crossing the plate.
Yep.
All right, so one out. Mavericks have runners in scoring position.
Foul ball there, 0-2 count now on Ridgeway. If you're Ridgeway right here, you got to put this ball in the outfield. We at least got to get one run here this inning. 0-2 count now. Naylor has the sign, winds and fires inside. Ball 1. 1-2 count now on Bailey Ridgeway. Naylor has what he wants. Hines at third, Crystal at second. Pitch, and that's going to be fouled off there. Good piece of hitting there by Bailey Ridgeway as he's seen the off-speed pitch. Couldn't do much with it and just fouled it off.
Yeah, it looked like that was a changeup. Tried to get him out in front of it, and he was able to just stay alive, which is what you got to do with 2 strikes. You got to get real good at fouling pitches off that you don't want to hit.
Naylor has the sign. Winds and fires, and that's going to be hit to the shortstop, Healing. Healing's going to pick it up, fire to first, and that's going to be a wild throw. And Ridgeway will be safe at first. Run will score, and that'll be the score, 2-1.
Oh, Chris over here kicking himself a little bit on that one. He had rounded third, saw the throw coming, scrambled back to third, and about that time the ball shot by. I think he would have been able to score with his speed, and you could tell just in his face as soon as he saw it, he's like, oh, no.
Yeah, but just what the Mavericks needed right there. So
you don't want to make an out at home. You don't want to make an out at third. So you're best with 1 out. Just take that 1 run, stand there on third, and be safe. And we're about to see a steal to second base.
Yep, Ridgeway's going, and he will get there with no throw.
And you got that corner set up. You're going to take that bag, especially since on the one before that the team showed you they're not willing to make the throw.
Yeah, exactly right. So 2 in scoring position for the Mavericks for Levi Taylor. Swung on and missed. Good swing there by Taylor. So we got 1-1 count here on Taylor.
Tell you what, first base is playing pretty far down that bag. I'd about think of a drag bunt right down the first base line.
I know. I was looking at that too. Levi does have a little bit of speed also.
And you got some speed on third. Just 1 out.
And they got him in a rundown here.
All right, so he's got to be smart here. Just tried to make the slide, just slid in a little bit early, got caught up on between the grass and the dirt, and just kind of a little bit of drag slowed him down, wasn't able to get back to the bag. I think he had a lane to it there. If that dirt is extended out another 8 inches, I think he maybe slides in.
And that's going to be the second time. And we're going to have a little bit of confrontation. We're going to have a little conference here.
We're going to talk about that was a balk. I'm going to say he brought that foot back past his knee and then delivered it to third. And once that foot breaks the plane of your back leg, you got to come to home. I'm not going to win the argument. It's already passed, but I think he's wanting to point it out for later.
Yeah. So now we got a 2-1 ball game here. 2 outs, runner at second base in Ridgeway, and a 1-1 count on Levi Taylor.
That's what you got to teach your base runners, too, when you're going up against a righty who's playing third and you're on third. You got to look for that foot. When it comes back and breaks the plane of that other leg, just like you saw happen right there.
Foul tip there.
That's when you're free to start getting away, and that's when the ball came over, which was why Crystal was leaning off in the wrong direction.
1-2 count now on Taylor. 2 outs. And the pitch. Fouled off there. Staying alive is Taylor. Naylor has the sign what he wants. 1-2 count here. The pitch. And it's going to be off speed. Swung on and missed.
He's got just that nasty changeup. He can drop the bottom right out of it. And that's what he did right there. But the Mavericks do get 1 across. 2-1. So we're getting to head into the 4th inning. And we're just about halfway through here in Linside. Stick around. 2-1. All right, got Carson Cohen going to stay on the mound for this next inning. I tell you, that is a full dugout over there on Pikeview side. Standing room only for the visitors.
Yeah, coaches don't even have room to stand in there.
Yeah.
First pitch from Cohen. Off speed once again, called strike one. And that's going to be Huggins batting here. Next pitch from Cohen. A little bit low, ball one. 1-1 count now. We do have a ball game here, though. Mavericks got on the board in the bottom of the third inning. Now it's 2-1. If you're the Mavericks here, you want to hold the Panthers to 0 runs here in the top of the fourth. And that ball's going to be hit back to Cohen. Cohen picks it up, fires to first, and Cohen to Meadows, 1 out.
Yeah, just hard swung ball, but caught it down. Looked like near his hands, and that thing traveled about 15 feet on the ground right to Carson Cohen.
So we've got 1 down, and Christian Walters will now be at the plate, called strike one. Walters got a base hit last time down the right field line. Second pitch from Cohen. High, ball one. On 1 count now on designated hitter Christian Walters. Next pitch from Cohen. Ooh, and that ball just upstairs a little bit. 2-1 count.
Almost got him to chase. He's able to hold up.
And 2-1 count here as Cohen steps off the mound to collect himself there. I apologize. Walters had a double down the right field line last time, not a single. Next pitch from Cohen, and off-speed pitch had him out in front.
He saw fastball all the way down the line until he started to swing, and he realized that thing's still a few feet away.
Cohen's got that off-speed pitch working here tonight so far. Next pitch from Cohen inside. Full count.
I thought that got a piece of something there, redirected. Maybe it just came off the catcher's glove like that, but I thought maybe they'd have got the heel of the bat.
Full count here on Christian Walters. 1 and the pitch. And that's going to be laced into center field right to Cameron Chrislett.
I tell you what, Chrislett got caught up there for a second trying to figure he was going to try to run up on that or play a hop, and ended up having to go down on one knee and catch that thing off the worms.
Yeah, you couldn't get any closer to the ground than what Cameron Chrislett just caught that one. And that's 2 up, 2 down there for the Mavericks here in the top of the fourth. Now, Deuce Rompin. First pitch, and that's going to be popped up, and that should be caught there, and it will be by Tanner Johnson. And that's going to be the top of the fourth. 1-2-3 inning for what they call the rookie, Carson Cohen, and the Mavericks coming to the plate, down 1.
Tell you what, cleanest inning the Mavericks have seen in this one, and it looks like they've got things going on defense a little bit. We'll be right back.
Air Supply Heating and Cooling is the area's only Amana dealer offering full service, repairs, maintenance, and installs. Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty and a one-time unit replacement. Air Supply also offers after-hours repair service. Call today for a free estimate.
RT Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating, and we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
GNC Flooring, specializing in hardwood and laminate. We offer existing floor sanding and refinishing and free estimates. Call 304-646-1031.
And we're back here, bottom of the 4th inning, 2-1 score in favor of Pikeview Panthers. Tyson Meadows leading it off here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch from Naylor, ball 1. Naylor up to 58 pitches here in the 4th inning, as they do have action in the bullpen. We can see it from where we're broadcasting.
And just off time there on the fastball, a little behind it.
1-1 count now on Meadows. Yeah, good swing there, just a tick early. Next pitch from Naylor, and that's going to be ball 2. 2-1 count now on the first baseman, Tyson Meadows. Naylor looks in for the sign, has what he wants, winds and fires. Ball 3, as that did not even reach the plate.
I tell you what, I think that got up and got the home plate umpire over in the side a little bit. Must have, doesn't look like he's hurting or anything. Must have caught, yeah, he's patting right there. Caught him right in the oblique section of that pad.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Next pitch from Naylor, ball 4, and that's a good at bat there to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Mavericks. Tyson Meadows on first base.
Keep an eye over there on that bullpen, as Naylor's starting to lose command on the mound a little bit. He's just gone over 60 pitches. But it's a pretty chilly, overcast day here. It's not going to take too long for that arm to start tightening back up.
Yeah, that's his 4th walk of the night. First pitch, swung on a miss by Barreras. 0-1 count on Barreras. Meadows at first base. Next pitch is going to be popped up, and the first baseman will make the catch. That first baseman is going to be, who is that, Bryson?
That is Bryson
Bailey.
Yeah. Now, that was a high pop-up. Like I said, overcast, you're going to lose that ball a little bit. Similar color to the clouds when you're staring up into them, and he had to fight that one off. Almost over-pursued it. He had to come back just at the last second, catch that really back behind his head.
And Meadows is going to get second base on the pass ball.
Went all the way to the fence on the backstop, and he's able to cruise in on that one. So with one out now, the Mavericks have a runner in scoring position.
The tying runner. 1-0 count to the number 9 batter, Johnson. Next pitch, swung on and missed. 1-1 count now. As it looks like that's Christian Walters warming up in the bullpen for the Panthers. Next pitch from Naylor.
Yeah, he's been the designated hitter here tonight.
Ball 2, 2-1 count now on Johnson with the leadoff hitter Carson Cohen waiting on deck. Meadows takes his lead off second base. Naylor checks him, winds and fires. That's going to be ball 3.
Here comes Tyson.
Meadows is going to go to third base on the pass ball.
And he's going to stay right there. It didn't get by too far.
That's great base running right there by Tyson Meadows. Ball bounces in front of the plate, gets a good jump, and takes third base.
Yeah, he had to jump straight off of that bounce, and it trickled down the first baseline. not all that far. I mean, he had to leg that one out.
Now we've got a 3-1 count here on number 9 batter Tanner Johnson with Tyson Meadows at third base.
And he's worked himself into the 3-1 count, so he can sit back looking for the fastball or just take all the way. Really, either way you want to look at it.
Pitch from Naylor, and that's going to be grounded back to the pitcher. Naylor's going to bobble it there, and Tanner Johnson is going to reach on the error.
Meadows had to hold up as that thing was just a slow roller right back to the pitcher. But like I said, it took a little bit of a hop there at the end, got up on the wrist to heel area of Naylor's glove, and he just kind of lost it on his arm.
And now batting is the leadoff hitter, Carson Cohen, with runners on first and third. You got to watch Johnson here take second on this first pitch.
Moving on first. Oh, and they don't send him immediately.
And the ball's going to get by, and Johnson's going to get there.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit ago. Naylor's just having a lot of command problems here in this fourth inning, and they're continuing. Wasn't able to get down and block that ball in the dirt and let the man get to second. I'm surprised that Johnson wasn't on the move to begin with. But they might have been worried about a pickoff over there, just wanted to get a pitch before they did anything.
And
just
the
takes them out of the double play.
Panthers are bringing in the whole infield there. They're going to try to cut the run down at home. And the pitch from Naylor is going to be popped up there. Bryson Bailey under it again, and he'll make the catch once again in foul territory.
Tell you, same situation there. He really had to fight that ball off there to make the catch at the end. There's not an easy play on a high pop-up on this exact kind of overcast day here.
Exactly
just
right.
This little twilight time, the lights are on, but they're not really providing you any light, and then you're staring up both at the lights and through into those clouds.
Well, now you've got damage control here. First pitch swung on and missed by the number 2 hitter, Peyton Gardenier.
Yeah, 2 outs, but 2 runners in scoring position, and you could argue you're in a little bit better position as a runner right here because you can go on contact now with the 2 outs. You don't have to check, especially with that close.
And that ball is going to be popped up in to the infield. Shortstop Healing underneath it. And he will make the catch there. Just as you said, though, ball probably gets up in that air and lost it for a second, but gets right under it, makes the play, and the Mavericks strand 2.
Yeah, it's just a time of day, and the sky is in. We can show you here on the screen. You can look up at that now. You're going to find a ball in that mess. The lights are on. It's this really bluish, gray, white sky, and you're trying to track a ball in that, and you've seen it. We've seen 3 high pop-ups here in that inning, and all 3 of them were real fights just to bring in. It wasn't anything routine about any of that, but a good job there by Pikeview to bring them in, and that keeps the Mavericks off the board as we head into the 5th inning.
And we're back here in the top of the 5th inning. First pitch to Drew Damewood, ball 1. And Cohen steps off the back of the mound there to recollect some thoughts here. Wind up and the fire from Cohen, and that's going to be swung on and missed. Strike 1, 1-1 count now on the number 8 hitter, Drew Damewood. Cohen has the sign what he wants. Winds and fires, and it's going to be outside ball 2. 2-1 count now on Damewood. And we go back to the top of the first inning, and Damewood made a possibly bigger play at the end of this game. Hopefully not, but a bigger play in the first inning as he dove to the right side. No, I'm sorry, dove to the left side, made a catch to save at least 2 runs scoring for the Mavericks as that ball was going to be traveling down the left field line.
Yeah, absolutely. That was going to bring in at least 2 runs.
Ball high, 3-2 count now on Damewood. As a pitcher here, the number 8 batter, you definitely don't want to let him get on base here with a leadoff walk. And the pitch from Cohen. That's going to be lined into center field.
Chrislop's going to be able to get over there and make that one in. And maybe that wouldn't look routine if he had to fight it off in the sky or not. He was right there, put it in the mitt, and that's going to be 1 away. Tell you what, you lost a big piece last year. You said in Hudson Bogus, and he had manned second base. He'd also manned center field a lot for him last year. But you got Cameron Chrislop out there, and he is.
Yeah, he's done made 4 putouts already, and threw a guy out at third base.
Yeah, I think you're pretty good right there up the middle.
Yeah. Pitch from Cohen to the number 9 batter, and that'll be called strike 1. Number 9 batter is Bennett.
I tell you what, it's so important to have a good center fielder. He's really your guy who's, when you talk about hierarchy of fly balls, he's the one. If he can get to a play no matter where it is, he's your top priority to catch that ball.
Second pitch called strike 2 on the off speed there. 0-2 count on number 9 batter Bennett. If you're Cohen right here, you want to put Bennett away right here, right now. Not waste another pitch in the wind in the pitch, and he done just that. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 1, 2, 3 strikes, and Bennett is walking back to the dugout.
You're going to get to throw this thing around, and Mavericks had a clean inning last time with Carson Cohen on the mound. No base runners reached, and we're 2 outs into this one. It's still clean. So Maverick defense is really starting to settle down from earlier in the game when Pikeview had got a lot of base runners on.
Yeah, now you got
done a good job of closing that down as well.
Now you got the leadoff hitter Landon Wyatt. First pitch, and he's going to lace that one into center field.
Cameron has to go back. He's tracking it to the inside.
Cresplit
That one away.
Makes the catch. And once again, 1, 2, 3 inning for Cohen. As the Mavericks come to the bottom of the 5th, down 2-1. We'll be right back. And we're back here, bottom of the fifth inning, in a barn burner ball game here for the Mavericks home opener. 2-1 score in favor of the Panthers. 3-4-5 coming up here for the Mavericks. Hopefully a little bit more than 3-4-5, as it'll be Hines, Chrislett, and Taylor.
Hines stepping in for his third time.
First pitch from Naylor. Off-speed pitch called, strike one. Naylor up to 74 pitches here in the bottom of the fifth inning.
He's shaking off a couple of signs to see what he wants to go with.
Pitch from Naylor, and that's going to be laced.
And it was what
Base
Cade
hit.
Hines was looking for. It was a fastball. It's booted there in left field. Hines midway around. He's going to retreat back to first, but you saw it. They threw that changeup on the first one. Hines thought about it for a second, let it go. He was looking for that fastball, and when he delivered it, he did not waste any time firing that thing into left field. And now Mavericks with a base runner, and let's see if they want to test this catcher.
And we're got a little bit of a little delay here as we were waiting on some headlights to leave the field. That's gonna be 2 for 3 night so far for Caden Hines with 2 singles. And now Chrislett, the man in center field. First pitch called, strike one.
Hines looked at that one, took a big secondary lead, but he's going to stay put.
Naylor has what he wants, winds and fires. Ball high, 1-1 count.
Naylor's going with a real quick delivery right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, Naylor went with the slide step right there. Trying to keep Hines from getting another base here. Naylor has what he wants, winds and fires inside to Chrislett, 2-1 count.
2-1. You know, Hines might be sitting over there trying to find an easy one, see if another one of these can get by.
Very possible.
We saw that a lot just in the last inning, and with that quick slide step, it kind of increases the odds of an off.
Called strike two, 2-2 count now on Cameron Chrislett. 79 pitches so far for Naylor. Next pitch going to be outside, just outside. Naylor wanted that one.
And he went from the stretch on that one. That loads it up, or sorry, loads the count 3-2.
3-2 count. Do you see Hines off on this pitch here? Possible, possible not. Nope. And it's going to be ball 4. And the Mavericks are going to have runners on first and second here. And we'll see how much longer Naylor's going to be in this ball game.
I tell you what, the fact that they didn't put the steal on there with the speed they had on first base makes me think the Mavericks are seeing that same control issue we were talking about before.
That could be a good possibility. And now, instead of Levi Taylor, I kind of got the lineup confused there. It's going to be Bailey Ridgway. And if you're Bailey Ridgway right here, I think you're putting down a sacrifice bunt.
And look at that.
And the bunt is foul.
All right, so you keep it on?
I think I do. I think I definitely keep it on here. Especially with the control problems that Naylor's had here these last couple innings. Hines with a huge lead there at second base.
Nobody holding him on.
Nobody holding him, and the bunt. And he pulls it back, called strike 2.
All right, now that bunt has to come off. 2 strikes. You don't want to bunt into your third. And we'll try to see Ridgway here with the swing away.
Yeah, I mean, the bunt could come off, or you could surprise everybody and lay it down if you're that good. And that's going to be ball high.
I think teammates down here tell him to wear that one, but it would have been in his ear. So I don't know if you want to, if that's the particular one you want to wear.
1-2 count here, nobody out. Runners on first and second for the Mavericks, bottom of the fifth. And changeup, swung on and missed.
Changeup has been the pitch that Naylor has been able to rely on here tonight.
And looks like we might have a pitching change here as head coach for the Panthers, Josh Wyatt, walking to the mound. Talk to his freshman, Eli Naylor.
Taylor's talking, but not signaling the pin, and he's not taking that ball yet.
Very true. Might be talking about who's coming to the plate for the Mavericks here.
You know, if you're
If you're Levi Taylor, I'm telling you, you step in that box and you're looking first pitch off speed right here, and they're not going to take
Going
out.
to stay in. I think the thinking there is going to be you've gotten through that heart of the lineup, and you're going to take your chances here with the back end.
Like I said, if you're Levi Taylor, you're stepping in that box right now, looking off speed, first pitch, lace it over the shortstop's head, second baseman's head, and you tie this ball game right here.
And I can tell you right now, looking over there, that's Christian Walters. He is warm as he's not even pitching anymore. He's working some ground balls and throwing back to the catcher, getting tags down.
Yeah.
He is warm.
Yeah, it looks like
they're in this game.
Looks like they're warming up like a quarterback. He's throwing, getting the ball. First pitch, fastball there, and Taylor was on it, fouls it off.
And Naylor has gone up to 86 pitches on that one. So he's closing in on that nightly limit as it is.
Pitch count there. What is that, 110?
Yeah, I believe high school 110.
Next pitch from Naylor will be low. 1-1 count now. Runners on first and second. Hines off second. Chrysler off first. That's speed, both.
Mm-hmm.
Next pitch, and that's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. That's going to be a tough play, and that's going to get through, and Hines is going to score. That's going to tie the ball game, as that's going to be a base hit for the freshman, Levi Taylor, to tie this ball game 2-2.
And Taylor just reached out, got enough of that into the hole between third and short, and
yeah, that's a seeing eye single right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Hilling over there, almost able to glove it, just about 6 inches from getting that one, and it makes its way as a slow rolling ball out in the left field, and that gave Hines plenty of time. Wasn't even a play to be made at the plate. Left field just got that into third base, and they conceded that one. And that's going to tie things up.
That's going to make the pitching change happen right here.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a call. I don't know when he went out on that if he decided if he was going to pull him there or not. I think maybe that was I got him here, coach, kind of talked him into letting him stay on one more time, and it immediately jumped up and got him.
Yep. So Mavericks putting a little pressure here on the Panthers. 2-2 count, or 2-2 is your score.
All right, so we'll take a break while they're warming up, and we'll be right back.
As Naylor.
Air Supply Heating and Cooling is the area's only Amana dealer offering full service, repairs, maintenance, and installs. Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty and a one-time unit replacement. Air Supply also offers after-hours repair service. Call today for a free estimate.
R.T. Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating, and we also have Rinnai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
GNC Flooring, specializing in hardwood and laminate. We offer existing floor sanding and refinishing and free estimates. Call 304-646-1031.
And we're back here after the pitching change. Christian Walters now into the game for the Panthers. First pitch to Tyson Meadows, fouled off. 0-1 count. Runners on first and second. Chriswood on second. And There's a pinch runner there. I can't tell what number that is. That's going to be Clark Atkins, the pinch runner at first base for the catcher, Taylor.
I'll tell you what, I can tell you from firsthand experience, Clark Atkins has some speed. Clark the Shark, we used to call it.
Clark the Shark. It'll be 2-1 count now. Ooh, swung on.
Yeah, just couldn't
Missed.
hold back on that high fastball.
2-2 count now on Meadows. Next pitch, and that's going to be grounded. That's going to be a tough play. Healing, and he boots it.
That's I tell you, I think you got to credit that one as a single. That was going to be a tough play if he had fielded it.
That's going to be a very tough play right there. That's going to be a base hit for Tyson Meadows. And that's going to load the bases up for Brody Barreras.
Second time the Mavericks have had the bases loaded tonight. First time they left all three stranded. Let's see what they can do here.
First pitch, ball high. Might not even have to there. You just watch the pitch go by. A little bit of wildness here from Walters. Next pitch coming. And that's going to be an off-speed pitch, called strike, 1-1 count now.
He was holding that ball in a split-finger grip when he brought it back up into his glove. I think that's what he threw.
Yeah, it looked like it had a little bit of down movement on it. Next pitch, and that's going to be swung on and missed. 1-2 count now on Barreras. Barreras needs to choke up here, just put something in play, make the Panthers defense work for it once again. And Barreras is going to put it in play. It's going to be popped up, and I don't know what second base was doing there, is they're going to double him off. And that's going to be the inning as the pop-up there to second base, Deuce Rompin catches it, and they will throw out the courtesy runner, Clark Atkins, at second base, and that will be the bottom of the fifth. But the Mavericks do tie the game, 2-2 score. We'll be right back with the top of the sixth.
All right, so tied up 2-2 here. Mavericks, looking at this in the break, have left 9 runners on and I believe 3 runners out on the base pass, so 12.
And that's going to be grounded to the second baseman, Johnson. Johnson picks it up, fires to Meadows at first, and he's out.
And Johnson right there, presence of mind, didn't have to hurry that. He knows he's over at second. He has more time, and he's just able to make a clean play on that, pick it up, flip it over, and get the easy out. Didn't have to rush it, didn't try to do anything that led to a problem. Just nice, calm, make the play.
That's 7 straight for Cohen. And now you're going to have the meat of the order here in Eli Hilling. First pitch, ball high. Going up to 38 pitches in two and a third innings here. Next pitch from Cohen is going to be fouled off.
He reared back for a little something extra on that one.
1-1 count now on shortstop Eli Hilling.
And like we said, Mavericks 9 left on, 3 runners out on the base path, so 12 opportunities there to get runs across that just haven't been there.
Yeah, you've had your opportunities, but you're still in this game because the tie ball game, top of the 6th. Next pitch is going to be swung on and missed there as Hilling was way out in front of that one.
I'll tell you what, you can usually count on this to be an early season game. Real good game here in Linside last year. 6-7 heading into the last inning, and the lights quit working.
Went out, yeah. Next pitch from Cohen, just outside. 2-2 count now on Eli Hilling with Eli Naylor on deck. Back off the rubber here. Get the sign from Taylor. Cohen has the sign, winds and fires, and off-speed pitch fouled back. 2-2 count still.
Cohen has really settled in. He's got the batters guessing right now.
Yeah, we were kind of confused here at the beginning of the game because you had Caden Hines pitching inning, Peyton Gardner pitching inning, and then Carson Cohen comes in and he gets Hilling here to pop it up to the first baseman, and they're going to run into each other.
Oh, gee, I don't know what happened right there.
I could see from here that the first baseman was calling it the whole way, and I'm guessing second baseman Johnson just didn't hear it. And that's going to put Hilling on first base.
Yeah, you're both looking up right there, but there's some hierarchy in the infield to who calls off who, but once somebody's calling it and camped under it, you really don't want to try to push them out of that position.
Exactly. Pick off there at first base, and Hilling's going to get back in there safe. You hope that doesn't cost the Mavericks here in the top of the 6th inning with the cleanup hitter, Eli Naylor, to the plate. Hilling with some speed there and he's going to go. And the throw is going to be offline, and Hilling will steal second base. So runner in scoring position for the Panthers. 1-0 count to Naylor. Pitch from Cohen. Called strike one. That's going to be the off-speed pitch there that rookie has had going for him tonight. Cohen has the sign, winds and fires, and Naylor's going to Hilling's going to take third.
And no play going to be made at third. Ball bobbled at the plate.
I didn't see if that was called a ball or a strike. That was called a ball.
Yep.
So we got 2-1 count now. As the Mavericks bring the infield in, Cohen winds and fires, and that's going to be fouled off. 2-2 count now on Eli Naylor. And the pitch from Cohen is going to be grounded to the shortstop. Hines has no other play but to first base, and they'll get him out there.
That error in the field comes back to haunt the Mavericks. And the third run comes across, so they'll find themselves trailing by 1 again. And they'll have 2 innings to try to make that up, but they got to stop it right here. Nobody on, 2 out.
Yep. And Huggins will come to the plate here. First pitch from Cohen. Going to be ball 1 high. One 0 count on next pitch from Cohen is going to be inside, ball 2. 2-0 count here on Higgins. Next pitch is going to be swung on and missed. 2-1 count now. Cohen looking into Taylor, has what he wants. Winds and fires. That's going to be ball high, 3-1 count now. On number 5 hitter, Huggins.
You don't have to give in right here. Nobody on.
Next pitch from Cohen. Ball 4 in the dirt, and he will take a walk. So now we have a runner on first with 2 outs, and you're going to have the pitcher now, Christian Walters, coming to the plate. See here if the Panthers get a little aggressive on the base pass. Cohen winds and fires, ball low.
Going up over 53, now 54 pitches. His night's starting to stretch out a little bit here after he came in the third.
Next pitch from Cohen is going to be grounded to third baseman Gardner, and that's going to be a hot shot there to the third baseman. That'll be booted, and Walters will reach on the second error from the Mavericks here in the top of the 6th inning.
We'll bring courtesy runner in for their pitcher.
Can't tell who that is.
Number 14.
Number 14.
Trying to find my lineup card from earlier.
14 is going to be Knowles. And we're going to have a different batter here now, too. It's going to be Landon Bowling. First and second, 2 outs. Pitch from Cohen is going to be called, strike 1. Oh, 1 count to the pinch hitter, Landon Bowling. Called, strike 2 on that off-speed pitch.
All right, chance here to get out of the jam.
0-2 count, runners on first and second for the Panthers. 3-2 is your score in favor of the Panthers. Cohen trying to stop the bleeding right here. The pitch, called, strike 3, and he does. And that'll be the top of the 6th inning. Panthers score on a couple errors by the Mavericks. We got a 3-2 ball game.
Tell you
Bottom
what,
of the 6th.
Panthers being aggressive right there, had the runners on the move with the 2 strikes, and I don't know what they had to take on or what, but it was a take all the way and take right down the middle for the backward K. We'll be right back.
And we're back here, bottom of the sixth. Tanner Johnson leading it off for the Mavericks. First pitch called, strike one. Next pitch is going to be ball, bounced in the dirt. 1-1 count now on the number 9 hitter, Johnson. 3-2 your score in favor of the Panthers. Next pitch is going to be outside, 2-1 count now. If you're Johnson here, you do anything possible to get on base because you got the leadoff batter coming to the plate next, and then you got the meat of the order after that. Next pitch swung on a missed. Strike two.
Out a little early on that one.
So we got 2-2 count here on Johnson. Pitch from Walters, and that's going to be ball low. Full count here. Good at bat so far by the number 9 hitter, Tanner Johnson.
Tell you what, Pikeview's catcher is really creeping up into the back or top of that catcher's box, getting his glove actually into the swing path.
And that's going to be popped up, and that's probably going to get out of play.
Having no play over there.
Ooh, it will.
Into the bullpen. He's got to be careful right there because he's got his glove in a spot where he could catch the end of that bat.
Well, that wouldn't bother me any.
I was going to say it's something you'll only do once, but I know from experience it's not something you only do once. You get your hand hit a few times back there.
Yeah, anything we can get this leadoff hitter on, I think we'll take it. So we got a 3-2 count here as Johnson's battling. Next pitch from Walters, and he's going to foul it off once again.
Know from experience from a son who caught for a little while and caught several of those on the back of the hand.
Oh, yeah, trust me, I know. Baseball to the back of the hand, baseball to any part of your body is not pleasant.
Oh, baseball bat to the back of your head.
Yeah. Well, baseball bat, baseball, it don't matter. Nothing. Next pitch is going to be called. Strike three on the outside corner. And that'll be one out. And the leadoff hitter, Carson Cohen, coming to the plate. Cohen tonight is 0 for 3. One strikeout and a couple balls put in play. Walter's shaking off a couple pitches here. Has what he wants. Winds and fires. Outside, ball one. 1-0 count here to the leadoff batter, Carson Cohen. Walters has what he wants from Tolliver. Winds and fires. Called. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1 count here on Cohen. Walters in the stretch. Has what he wants, winds and fires, and Cohen will foul it back to 1-2 count now on the leadoff batter for the Mavericks. Walters in the stretch, looking to Tolliver for the sign. Shakes off 3 times, shakes off 4 times, shakes off 5 times.
I don't know how many pitches he's got.
And now he's going to step off the back of the mound.
I didn't like any of them.
Shakes off the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, and now he's finally got what he wants here. Walters in the stretch, winds and fires, and that's going to be high. 2-2 count now on Carson Cohen. I guess when he shook the yes pitch, it was a high fastball. 2-2 count here. Walters has what he wants. Winds and fires, ball 3.
All right, so Cohen's worked himself into a full count now. He was down, 1-2?
1-2. You got to watch the off-speed pitch or on the outside corner. Walters has what he wants, winds and fires, and that's going to be ball 4, and that's a great at-bat by the leadoff hitter, Carson Cohen.
All right, so they got Cohen on. There's one out.
And that's speed on the base pass once again for the Mavericks.
Yeah, a lot of speed at the top of the order here for the Mavericks. You're going to have Gardenier coming in.
Yeah, Gardenier also due here tonight. He's 0 for 3. Did lace that ball down the third base line, but was robbed. And pick off there at first base, and Cohen will dive back in safe. You haven't been with us. The Mavericks have had 2 people picked off. And Gardner's going to put it in play. That ball's going to be in the center field, and the center fielder will run it down.
I'll tell you what, when he first took off on that, I didn't know if that ball was going to make it out far enough for him to have an opportunity at it, but it held up just enough.
Landon Wyatt.
And Wyatt was able to get there to it. First, I thought that was ticketed sort of right in the triangulation between those 3 guys out in the short left field grass.
And you're the Mavericks. This is who you want to bat right here.
Yep.
2 outs, runner on first, Caden Hines to the plate. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Anything in the gap right here will more than likely score Cohen, as there's 2 outs, so he's going to be off on contact. And Hines swings and misses at an off-speed pitch. 1-1 count now on the shortstop, Caden Hines.
What they're giving Hines a lot of room down the right field line.
Walters looking over, winds and fires. Hines swung on a missed. 1-2 count now. I think if you're Cohen right here, you better watch out because Walters is probably going to come with a pickoff. Nope, he's going to go to the plate here, and Hines is going to swing and miss. 3 straight changeups there from Walters.
All right, so we'll head into the top of the 7th inning, 3-2. Mavericks need to shut them down here in this one and then find a run, at least one, in the bottom. So we'll be back here in just a minute.
Air Supply Heating and Cooling is the area's only Amana dealer offering full service, repairs, maintenance, and installs. Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty and a one-time unit replacement. Air Supply also offers after-hours repair service. Call today for a free estimate.
R.T. Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating, and we also have Rinnai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
GNC Flooring, specializing in hardwood and
8-9-1 coming up for the Panthers. It's going to be Drew Damewood. Carson Cohen still on the mound here. 4th inning of relief for the Mavericks. Up to 58 pitches. First pitch from Cohen. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Cohen still got some heat going.
And still bringing the gas. This is a low-scoring game for the number of base runners actually both teams have had on here tonight.
Next pitch from Cohen. Called, strike 2.
I think the Mavericks, what, are we sitting on 10 left on now?
Yeah, 10 batters in 6 innings. Not going to win you a lot of baseball games, but you get out of this inning, you're only down 1. And we've broadcasted a few comebacks for the Mavericks. Swung on a miss, strike 3, and that's a good start to the top of the 7th for Carson Cohen.
Absolutely. You can take out of this right now, hey, you're still in this game. This is a 1 run. You just got to get it back. And 2, even no matter what happens tonight, you can look at, we had 10 guys on base that we didn't get across. That's about 80% of the battle right there is getting you guys in scoring position. Then you just got to work on finishing. There's a long season left to be able to get that right.
Exactly. I mean, you're in a 3-2 ball game against a Pikeview Panther baseball team that's made some noise the past few years. First pitch, ball high. 1-0 count now on Bennett. Cohen has the sign, winds and fires inside. 2-0 count now. Pitch from Cohen, and that's going to be laced. Oh, just out of the outstretched hands of Caden Hines. And that'll be a base hit for the number 9 hitter, Bennett. And that'll bring the leadoff hitter, Landon Wyatt, to the plate. Bennett with a huge lead over there at first base. And Cohen looks over his way, and he's got to dive back into first base.
Almost fell on his dive. To catch himself on the stumble and get back in.
Yeah, he's definitely leaning, and he's off. And the pitch. Ooh!
Throw, just not in time.
Yeah, just not in time.
He lost a sock over there, and his pants legs made it up to his knees, and all kinds of trouble coming into second base, but he is safe.
1-0 count now on Wyatt with a runner in scoring position for the Panthers. Mavericks need to hold that runner right there. Pitch from Cohen. 1-1 count now. Off-speed pitch is going to be laced.
Ridgway with a nice throw
And
in.
that runner's going to go to second.
But you got to hold right here and protect the run. So a good job right there, Ridgway getting to that and firing up to home to keep that runner at third. Might have been a job right there where you wanted to get the cut and be able to hold to the corners, but you're probably going to get a steal on the next play regardless, so it really doesn't hurt you, and it does keep the run from scoring. So you give yourself an opportunity here.
Yeah, now you have Trenton Tolliver and
a mound visit. We'll see if Coach Gardner's got something he wants to convey to his pitcher right now. This might be an opportunity to go ahead and let these bases load up.
in a way, yes, I would say that. But with who Pikeview has on deck and Eli Hilling, I don't know if I would put bases loaded with him coming to the plate. But
I tell you what, with the trouble you've had scoring runs tonight, I think you want to keep this thing as close as possible. And if he blows it open, he blows it open. But
get a ground ball,
give
double
yourself
play.
an opportunity for a double play.
Yeah, that's a big possibility.
Or at least a force anywhere. You could get the force at home. Well, we'll see. We'll find out here in just a second.
Yep, as Tolliver tonight is, he's 0 for 3.
We're in double play depth. I'm going to back off a little bit.
Cohen has the sign, what he wants, winds and fires. Ball just a little bit high.
I tell you what, there's a lot of chirping coming from the Pikeview bench that seems like it's directed to the pitcher, which actually is
illegal.
Yeah.
Next pitch is going to be outside, 2-0 now.
I heard some of that directed toward a Maverick batter a little bit earlier, so I'm surprised they haven't been issued a warning at this point. I've seen that several times.
2-0 count now on the catcher, Tolliver. Cohen has the sign, winds and fires. Called, strike one. If you can get that call right there, I'd live there the rest of this at bat. 2-1 count now. The wind and the pitch.
And he got his hand.
And that's a foul ball.
Got the end of the bat. So it counted as a strike.
Yep.
That rung him up pretty good. Probably caromed off of that handle, that knob. Got him in the finger. Hey, looking there at the right pinky area. He's going to get that glove back on and step in. You know that's got to hurt.
Yeah. Got a 2-2 count here. A 2-2 count after that foul ball off the knob. Pitch from Cohen. Fouled off speed pitch there. Cohen up to 72 pitches now. 2-2 count once again. Cohen looking in to Taylor. Shakes off once, has what he wants. Winds and fires. Called strike 3, looking on the outside corner. And that's a big out number 2 there.
I tell you what, Tom went out, and whatever he said to Carson Cohen right there was effective, because Cohen was able to come in and get that big strikeout there with 1 out. And now Mavericks are set up in a good spot.
And
Gonna have another mound visit.
head coach Tom Gardner going to go to the mound once again.
It's the second mound visit.
Huge strikeout there by Carson Cohen.
Yeah, you cannot understate how or overstate how important that strikeout right there was.
And we're going to have a new pitcher, as Tanner Johnson is going to come into this ball game.
4th pitcher of the night here for the Mavericks. I believe it's the first time we've seen Tanner Johnson in a varsity game, at least on this field. Am I wrong? Was there any last year?
I don't think you're wrong. I'm just kind of, I don't want to say confused, but I'm just. I mean, you have 2 outs. Cohen's only at 73 pitches. And you're in a 3-2 ball game with 2 runners on. And you've got probably the most experienced hitter at Pikeview in Eli Hilling coming to the plate. Johnson warming up there, as Cohen will take his place at second base.
So, top of the 7th, 2 away, and we go to Tanner Johnson here in a big spot.
Yeah, runners on second and third with 2 outs. And base hit with the speed that Pikeview has on second base will more than likely score with 2 outs, and they're running on contact. And here we go.
Yep.
This is kind of the stuff you dream about in your backyard,
Sure.
playing a little bit of baseball with your dad, throwing. You're in a ball game here, and you got a big time hitter at the plate, and Tanner Johnson, right here, buddy. It's your moment. And the first pitch is just a little bit high. Ball 1. Johnson looking into Taylor. has what he wants. Winds and fires in the dirt. Ball 2, and they're going to throw back to third, and they got him!
Oh, man! What a play!
What a play by Levi Taylor, the freshman, picking off the runner Bennett at third base, and that was a huge play.
I tell you what, I was just about to say, what a good job on the block by Levi Taylor, because who was the runner there on third?
That was Bennett.
Bennett was halfway down the base path on the pitch before that, the one that was called just a little bit high. And I think Taylor might have picked up on that. And when he blocked that, there was very little hesitation after he picked it up. He just flipped it over and
tagged
down. Good play.
You've got to think the mindset of Levi Taylor. They've been running on me all night. Can I throw that and can I pick him off? And the freshman looked like a senior back there, made that play just like that. We might come back to that play, Boomer, and that could be the play of the game.
Well, if the Mavericks are able to come back, I think it has to be. But let's go back here and talk for a second, because it got overshadowed by that pickoff. But you put Tanner Johnson in that spot, and the thing I'm thinking there is, you're early in the season here. You've got to decide at some point if you're going to trust guys in those positions. And that's not a bad spot to put Tanner Johnson out there just to see, how's he going to react to it. And maybe that comes down the line somewhere later where just get that little bit of experience and being trusted.
Well, and
help you out.
Not to mention, you had Caden Hines first, Peyton Gardner second, Carson Cohen third, and they're all throwing 4 different pitches. Yeah. I mean, you got Tanner Johnson. He comes in there with the first pitch changeup, and from our vantage point, could have been called strike one, but it was not. And maybe Tanner's windup got the runner a little more off as well. So here we go, bottom of the 7th. First pitch fouled off.
Yeah, I'll just come back to that though. At some point, you've got to let guys know you trust them, and that's if you're Tanner Johnson, you're coming off that field knowing they trust you.
Yeah, exactly right. Walters has what he wants. Winds and fires, and that's going to be a bunt, and it's just going to roll foul.
I tell you what, that was a beautiful put down on the bunt, just a little bit down the third base line, rolled foul. But that caught everybody by surprise. I think he's on first safe if that thing stays in.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind he's on first, and he's probably making a turn halfway to second because I don't think anybody's getting to that ball before he even touches first base. But 0-2 count here on Chrysler. Wind and fire, ball outside. We got a 2-1 count, or 1-2 count now. Walters has what he wants. Winds and fires inside. 2-2 count now.
Oh, man, looking for the call there. Popped up ready to throw around the horn. Ball 2.
Yeah, Chris was got to do anything to get on base right here. Pitch from Walters.
Brushes him off.
And that got him.
Oh.
That got him.
Got a piece. So that goes from what they thought was a strikeout to a man on first, and the Mavericks have maybe their fastest player on the base path.
And exactly what you need right there. Your leadoff batter's got to do anything he can to get on base.
Now you got senior Bailey Ridgeway coming up, and he's in a spot right here where he could open things up a little bit if he can find some grass somewhere.
Or possibly put a bunt down. Mm-hmm. That's what the third baseman here is looking at, and they're going to pick off at first, and he's going to get back in there.
Yeah, a quick pickoff move. Chris was only a couple steps off. Maybe they thought they were going to catch him checking a sign when he's off the base or something, but not a particularly big lead over there at first.
Yeah, we haven't seen the Mavericks try to test this. And he's going to run, and the throw down to second base is going to be high. Chrysler's coming into third base, the throw into third, safe at third base, and the tying run is at third with nobody out.
And that's just the speed of Chrysler. It was a bunt that was on, by the way, yeah. Cameron was running, I think, on what he thought was going to be a bunt.
Yeah.
And he ended up sliding into second. Ball sails into third base, or into center field. He heads to third. And the ball's overthrown there, too, but the pitcher made his way over to make that backup. Otherwise, it was going to end up in the Maverick dugout, and he might have been walking to home.
0-2 count now on Ridgeway. Pikeview
Crashing on
hole.
the bunt.
Ball 1.
Yeah, that was a interesting defensive play. The whole right side of the infield all the way around to short crashed looking for a bunt, and there are 2 strikes.
They're cutting this runner down at home.
Yeah.
You put a little pop-up over their head, though. They
Yeah,
might
that's
have
what I'm
thought different. Oh, and Ridgeway fouls it off.
That's what I'm saying. A little bit dangerous, especially bringing a short in. It just takes a ball hit into the air to the back of the infield, and it's going to be
especially with the speed of Chrysler.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're up a run. You can concede that one, and if you have to. I mean,
yeah. Ridgeway takes it outside. What a take right there. 2-2 count now on Bailey Ridgeway. And you've got the man of the hour on deck in Levi Taylor. Walters has the sign, winds and fires, and that's going to be called strike 3 on the inside corner. And that'll be 1 out.
now you can hear it again. It's a chant directed toward the bat.
Yes, exactly right.
I'm actually, and the referee's over there talking about that right now. Sorry, the umpire, and I think that might be.
No, I think they're going to go to the mound.
Oh, he was talking to him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised there haven't been an issue warned over there.
Yeah, they're going to have a mound visit
Warning
here.
issued. Generally, when I've seen a team start to chant toward a pitcher or chant toward an opposing batter, it's pretty quickly shut down.
Yeah, most of the time it definitely should be. I'm not sure why it hasn't been yet. But Mavericks have the tying run at third base with 1 out. And like we said, man of the hour, Levi Taylor, stepping to the plate. He's already brought in the tying run in the last inning with a single. I'm going to tell you, anything on the right side of the field is probably going to score Cameron Chrysler. Anything in the outfield is definitely going to score Cameron Chrysler. So if you're Levi Taylor, you're stepping in that box right here, looking first pitch to drive. First pitch. Ooh, and he was looking for it, fouled it off.
You know, Walters reared back and found a couple of extra digits on that fastball.
Yeah, Walters up to 40 pitches now, and there's nobody warming up. So this is Walters' inning right now. Walters has the sign, what he wants, winds and fires, and Taylor will take outside. 1-1.
Taylor just able to hold up on that. Appeal out to second base umpires, not a first base umpire in this game, just 2. So had to appeal to the second base umpire, and he calls no swing.
And wind up, and the pitch from Walters called on the outside, strike 2. 2-1 count now on Taylor. Walters shakes it off a couple times, has the sign. In the stretch, winds and fires. Fouled into the glove. Strike 3. That's 2 outs on the foul tip.
All right, so it'll bring up Tyson Metis. Had a single in his last at bat. He has an opportunity here to get the tying run over. There are 2 outs.
And Walters winds and fires, and Meadows is going to put it in play. It's going to be a ground ball. It's going to be picked up and fires to first, and just gets him by a couple steps, and that's going to be your ball game.
Yeah, tough play there from the catcher. He's able to make the throw, but had to get around Metis to do it, and that ball almost ended up down the line, I'll tell you. But a good play from 2 to 3, and that'll do it here for us tonight. Now, if you're the Mavericks, like we said, you left 10 runners on. You had some mistakes here through this one, but I think you got to kind of be optimistic about what you saw here from this young group of Mavericks, because you did get those base runners on. You were in positions. Now you just got to put it together. I mean, you're still very early in this season.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, looking back at a few stats here for the Mavericks, I mean, you had 4 different pitchers come into the game here. You had Caden Hines go 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run. It was an unearned run, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Peyton Gardner followed him with 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Carson Cohen with 4 1/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk. And Tanner Johnson with a third of an inning. And that is the pitching stats for the Mavericks. Leading hitter for the Mavericks tonight was Caden Hines, went 2 for 3 with a walk. Cameron Crystal had 1 hit with 2 walks. Levi Taylor 1 hit with an RBI. Tyson Meadows 1 for 3. Brody Barreras 1 for 3. And Mavericks had 6 hits. Pikeview had 5 hits. Pikeview, Eli Naylor went 4 1/3 innings with 5 hits allowed, 2 runs, 1 earned, 6 strikeouts, and 5 walks. And Christian Walters picks up the win in relief with 2 1/3 innings, 1 hit, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk.
Just looking at the schedule ahead, looks like the Mavericks are going to be on the road for a little while. Trips to Summers County, Woodrow, Bluefield, and Princeton before they're back in town on the 29th to play Westside. That's actually a 2 p.m. game, so if I'm looking ahead, I'm going to guess the 29th
Probably
is
a Saturday.
And it is. So next Saturday, the next time the Maverick baseball will be back here at home, we'll have that game for you. And then looking over on the softball side, looks like the 26th, which will be this coming week on Wednesday, going to host Woodrow Wilson for their home opener, and then they'll be on the road again for another week or so before they're back in town. So we'll have softball for you Wednesday night when they'll take on Woodrow Wilson. We'll have a mid-afternoon baseball game on Saturday, and that'll do it for us here for tonight. James Monroe falls in the home opener 3-2 to the Pikeview Panthers. We will see you guys next week.
God bless.
Air Supply Heating and Cooling is the area's only Amana dealer offering full service, repairs, maintenance, and installs. Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty and a one-time unit replacement. Air Supply also offers after-hours repair service. Call today for a free estimate.
R.T. Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating, and we also have Rinnai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote or delivery.
GNC Flooring, specializing in hardwood and laminate. We offer existing floor sanding and refinishing and free estimates. Call 304-646-1031.